I tell him exactly what happened, and I mean, I think it's well documented. So I mean, I tell him what happened that night, the whole story, and we get past that and we talk football. Well, definitely. First of all, first and foremost, I wanted them to understand that I didn't want to let that incident define me as a person. That's not who I am as a man, and you know, I respect myself and I respect my family and the university at the time, and all my teammates. I respect them way more than ever let anything happen like that again. And I put that past me. Definitely learn from it.
Talk to some guys.
3 years. I'm open to whatever teams need. I mean, if a team needs me to play right tackle or guard or center or just whatever, I feel like that doesn't do anything but add value ultimately if you can play more than one position. I feel like it just adds value to you as a player.
What are your experiences there? What's the difficulty?
I played a little right tackle in high school, left and right both, but I didn't have to do it in college. But I mean, if that's what's asked of me, then that's what I'm going to do. Nah, no. Yeah, I'm definitely open to it. I don't know. I never played.
What would be the hardest adjustment going from
I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like it'd probably just be trying to flip everything in your mind. It'd probably just be the most difficult part. But I mean, when you get past that, then you just at the end of the day, it's football. You just got to get back to. You just kind of got to get the feel for the position and just go with it from there.
Do you believe you're the top tackle?
Say it again.
Do you believe you're the top tackle in this class?
Definitely. Next question. I watch a few pro guys. I don't really try to model my game after any guy. I just kind of pick and steal from a lot of pro guys, and I watch 2 or 3 on a weekly basis, and I kind of see what they do, and I kind of try to incorporate them into what I do.
Just a really good player. As a young guy.
No, I haven't been following him. That's just what I believe. I believe from what I put on film from a consistent 3-year basis, the talent that I've faced over the past 3 years from a 17, 18-year-old freshman, what I've done up until now. I think I've put it on film, and I don't have to really talk much more about it. I'm just trying to prove it now. It was definitely a fun experience. It's obviously difficult making that jump from high school to college. I was an early enrollee guy, so I was able to get there a little early and go through spring training with my teammates, and they definitely helped me with the transition. And it's a tough transition, but it's a transition that I feel I made ultimately pretty well. I'm not sure if it helped round out my skill set. I think it just added another dimension to the offense and just ultimately made us a little more difficult to defend because that just adds another thing for the defense to have to worry about. And so I don't know if it switched the blocking scheme up for us a little bit, and we were able to do some different things. But I'm not sure if it helped round my skills out.
Throughout my years there,
I just talked to Ryan Kelly yesterday, the day before yesterday, one of them. And he just gave me the rundown on how I need, what to expect from the combine, and he gave me tips and pointers on how to go about handling it, how to go about handling the process, because it can get strenuous and it can become a bit much. But I mean, a lot of guys wish they could be here. You got to just realize, how blessed you are, and just look to come here and attack the combine. I have a relationship with him. I haven't talked to him much lately.
Where'd that go?
I think the most difficult thing to handle about John is, you see how he's definitely not a small guy. He's a bigger guy, and but to be that big, he's extremely quick. He can do some things with his explosion. his off the ball explosion, his hand quickness, his first step, all that. And I think it may kind of like the way he jumps off the screen. It may kind of surprise you at times. But yeah, I think that's his biggest attribute. To be as big as he is, he's definitely really quick. He's a great player. Ultimately, it's obvious what he can do. I mean, his size, his length, his explosion. Just you put all that into one package, and it just calls for a great defensive end and a great football player. I did. Definitely. If you go watch the tape, just go watch the tape. I think there are two different type of players. Miles is a more long, rangy, bendier type guy. John may be a more powerful, quick twitch, can play inside and both outside type of guy. So I mean, they're different in their own separate ways. I played against him for 3 years. It didn't never seem like he took a play out to me. He always had a high motor, and I think that's another attribute of his skill set that just makes him so good. It's just he's always going 100 miles per hour. It feels like it at least. I don't know. I'm not sure if that. It may just be that competition brings the best out of you. I don't know. I tend to play well each and every week, no matter who I'm going against. But if you're going against a guy that is a guy who's a great player, I think just you being a natural competitor, you kind of want to match what he's doing. I think that ultimately just brings the best. It'll bring the best out of anybody, not just me. I don't think so. When I was in college, Coach Saban always said that it's kind of human nature to kind of do that, but he did a great job of preparing us week in and week out for no matter who we were playing, and trying to have our energy level up and high as it can be, and having us ready to go and ready to play each week. Right. I always just say you just put on the tape. I don't want to talk about how I played against those guys too much. Like you have said, since my freshman year, I've played against a lot of NFL guys, I feel like I fared pretty well against all those guys, but I just try to leave it all on the tape. I can't name anybody on the team. I don't know. Tennessee they have a really good rusher. He can do some things, rush wise. He's a really good player, and obviously A&M has a good rusher, two good rushers actually. But in the SEC, it's no really off week when it comes to facing great ends and great outside backers when it comes to rushing. Say it again. I can't really speak on who should be the first person taken, but I definitely feel like I'm the top tackle here. Just because that's how I feel. I don't really pay attention to the rankings. When people do the mock drafts and all that stuff, because obviously they've been wrong and they're oftentimes wrong. So I don't pay attention to it as much as all. So
send you guys an email.
Me getting better each and every day, day in and day out, preparing for the combine, preparing for my pro day, preparing for visits when it's that time, and focusing on myself, trying to become the best player I can become. That's one thing I try to pride myself in. I don't want to have one skill set be overwhelmingly better than the other one. I try to have a very well-rounded game, and so whether it's run game, pass game, or whatever, I want all that to be at a high level, and I want it all to be well-rounded. What do you mean by that? Yeah, he definitely works. he's a guy that comes in and day out with the right mindset, you know, ready to go, ready to get guys better day in and day out. You know, that was actually the one player I went against every day in practice, almost every snap. So I felt like we did a great job of, you know, getting each other ready to go. Just kind of to the point to where Saturdays practices were honestly harder than Saturdays were. And we had some intense battles. I feel like that's the part that a lot of the media doesn't really see. You know, all the work that we put in before we run out on the field on Saturdays. You know, we had a lot of fun, but we had a lot of intense battles, and we look to get better day in and day out.
Yeah, what do you think sets you apart?
I think that's kind of for the coaches to judge and to decide. I'm not really here to brag on myself too much. Yes. Yeah, I was. I think I was one of the guys that saved me like a lot. We had a really good relationship, so I'm not gonna share any stories or too many stories or anything. It's confidential. But yeah, we definitely had a really good relationship. Every single thing, every single drill that I do, I wanna dominate the drill. That's what I've been working for, you know, the past few weeks. That's what I've been preparing for. That's what I'm ready to do. Honestly, it's whoever picks me, man. It's not like college, it's not like recruiting where you pick which program you want to go to. I mean, wherever, you gotta realize, I think it often kind of gets lost in how big of a deal it is to just be drafted. There's a lot of people that go undrafted and they don't even have that opportunity to hear their name called, but I'm not really into choosing a team. Teams have definitely told me that they think I'm a left tackle, and teams have also asked me how versatile do I feel I am when it comes to playing different positions. But several teams have definitely told me I'm a left tackle. Not yet. I meet with them tonight, I think. I meet with them tonight. I think that's tonight also. I think that's tonight also as well. I got a few tonight.
That's it. Thanks, guys.